Mythbusters, debunking common myths about narcissists. Hello, and welcome to MetroPsychologist, where we explore essential topics in relationships, dating, work-life balance, and organizational psychology. I'm glad you're here today because we're diving into a subject that often gets misunderstood: narcissism. There are many myths and misconceptions about narcissists that can create confusion and misguide people when it comes to dealing with narcissistic individuals in their lives. In this video, we're going to bust some of the most common myths surrounding narcissism and bring clarity to this often misunderstood personality disorder. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of what narcissism truly is, what it isn't, and how to deal with those who may have narcissistic traits. Let's get started by addressing the first myth. Myth 1. All narcissists are extroverted and outgoing. One of the most common misconceptions about narcissists is that they are all extroverted, attention-seeking individuals who love being in the spotlight. While this may be true for some narcissists, especially those with grandiose narcissism, it's not a universal trait. Narcissism comes in different forms, including vulnerable narcissism, where the individual may be more introverted, shy, or insecure. Vulnerable narcissists may not seek the same kind of overt attention but still exhibit traits such as an inflated sense of self-importance, hypersensitivity to criticism, and a constant need for admiration. They may also use manipulation and passive aggressiveness to get their needs met. It's important to recognize that narcissism can manifest in various ways, and not all narcissists fit the life of the party stereotype. Myth 2. Narcissists love themselves. Contrary to popular belief, narcissists don't necessarily love themselves. In fact, many narcissists have deep-seated insecurities and a fragile sense of self-esteem. Their outward display of arrogance and superiority is often a mask to cover their underlying feelings of inadequacy. Narcissists may constantly seek external validation to reinforce their inflated sense of self-worth. When they don't receive the admiration they crave, they can become defensive, angry, or even vengeful. Their apparent self-love is often a way to protect their fragile ego from being exposed. So, while they may appear to love themselves, it's more accurate to say they are obsessed with maintaining a certain image to protect their self-esteem. Myth 3. Narcissists can't form meaningful relationships. Another common myth is that narcissists are incapable of forming meaningful relationships. While it's true that relationships with narcissists can be challenging, it's not entirely accurate to say they can't form relationships at all. Narcissists can, and often do, engage in relationships, but these relationships may be dysfunctional or emotionally draining for the people involved. Narcissists tend to form relationships that serve their own needs, whether that's admiration, validation, or control. They may struggle with empathy, making it difficult for them to form deep, emotional connections. However, it's not impossible for narcissists to maintain long-term relationships, especially if their partner is willing to accommodate their needs. But be aware, such relationships can come at a cost to the emotional well-being of the non-narcissistic partner. Myth 4. Narcissists are always confident. While narcissists often project confidence, this confidence is usually a facade. Beneath the surface, many narcissists are deeply insecure and fear being exposed as inadequate or inferior. Their arrogance and boastful behavior are often defense mechanisms to protect themselves from feelings of shame or inadequacy. In reality, narcissists are highly sensitive to criticism and may react aggressively or defensively when they feel their self-image is threatened. Their need to always appear confident can lead to extreme behaviors, such as exaggerating achievements or lying about their abilities. Understanding that narcissists' confidence is often just a mask can help you better navigate interactions with them. Myth 5. Narcissism is the same as high self-esteem. It's easy to confuse narcissism with having high self-esteem, but these are two very different things. High self-esteem is healthy and reflects a balanced view of oneself, where a person acknowledges both their strengths and weaknesses. Narcissism, on the other hand, is an inflated sense of self-worth that often involves the need to put others down to feel superior. People with high self-esteem don't need to constantly seek validation from others, nor do they feel threatened by others' successes. Narcissists, however, are constantly seeking approval and can feel threatened by anyone they perceive as competition. They may belittle others to maintain their own sense of superiority. Narcissism, therefore, is not about having high self-esteem. It's about needing others to validate an exaggerated sense of self. Myth 6. All narcissists are malicious. Not all narcissists are intentionally malicious or evil. While some narcissists may engage in manipulative or harmful behaviors, it's important to remember that narcissism is a personality disorder. Many narcissists are unaware of the impact their behavior has on others. They may not deliberately set out to hurt people, but their lack of empathy and self-centeredness can cause emotional harm. That said, dealing with a narcissist can still be damaging, even if they're not malicious. Narcissists may take advantage of others, ignore their emotional needs, or exploit relationships for their own benefit. It's essential to set healthy boundaries and protect yourself when dealing with someone who exhibits narcissistic traits, regardless of their intentions. Myth 7. Narcissists can't change. One of the most damaging myths about narcissists is that they are incapable of change. While it's true that narcissism is deeply ingrained and can be challenging to treat, change is possible, especially with the right combination of therapy and self-awareness. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT, have been shown to be effective in helping narcissists develop greater self-awareness and empathy. However, for change to occur, the narcissist must be willing to recognize their behavior and be motivated to improve. This can be difficult, as many narcissists don't believe they have a problem. But with the right support and a commitment to personal growth, some narcissists can make progress and learn to build healthier relationships. Final thoughts. So, there you have it, 7 common myths about narcissism debunked. Narcissism is a complex personality disorder, and while it can be difficult to navigate relationships with narcissistic individuals, understanding the nuances of this condition is the first step toward managing it effectively. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check out more content on our channel, MetroPsychologist, where we discuss relationship advice, work-life balance, couples counseling, and much more.